Dinosaur Tracks to see if we can talk to Jim and interview him.
John.
Darn.
Talk to John.
We're heading back to the Dinosaur Tracks to see if we can talk to John about some of his heritage, and it was really cool.
This way, right?
He was talking to us about family, and we just would love to capture that for you guys. So here we go. Hey, Dust.
Hi.
We're heading back to the Dinosaur Tracks to see if we can hunt down John.
Hunt?
Yeah. Alright, so Hey, Dust. We're heading to the Dinosaur Tracks to see if we can talk to John, and we met him a couple days ago, and it was really cool just getting to learn about his heritage. So we would love to capture that on film for you guys. Yeah, so here we go. We'll see if he's there. Yo.
Whole lot of nothing going on out here. Wait a minute. I've seen that hill before. We're going in circles.
John Willie Jr. and a Navajo. I live here on the Navajo reservation. They call this Western Agency. So I'm a tour guide out here. All this land right here was my grandmother's. She passed on, about 1980, 79 or 80. My father was a pretty young man, and he said that he heard sheep all out through here in the desert, probably at the age of your daughters here. And a long time ago, he said that this area right here was kind of taboo, not to come out here and not to bother the dinosaur bones and tracks, because a long time ago they said that these were the monsters that were plaguing us from coming up from the third world. Well, the wind's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not.
This is a Utah raptor track right here. You got the mother, then the baby. The baby walked from there to here, and that one's got the claws on it, and then that one walked back that way. These are the deepest tracks right here. There, look at the T-Rex track right here. Among Us, they didn't like this area, so they went further south. So the ones we left up there, they're called Inuit, Eskimo, and they're our brothers. And then we're called Navajo Dene right here, that stayed here between the four sacred mountains. The ones that went that way, they're called Apache now. So we link ourselves together with our language, Athabascan language. A stronger breed of people that we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We actually endure. I don't know if you ever heard that term, enduring Navajo. We're kind of afraid for our country right now. And like my father says, we love our country, but we fear our government because we worry about our kids. This dinosaur is a Utah raptor. You got the nose, the eyes, somebody stole the jaw, the whole head, the neck, then the whole tailbone, tail, pelvis, hip, leg, the other leg, then the front arm.
What is this here?
Those are just pieces of bones. But if you tap on this, see, look.
Wow.
These are all hollow bones right here. These words that these older people spoke, most of them ain't around today. So I'm just going by memory and what I have in my heart. When these old people were out here, they relied on Mother Earth to sustain them through all their hardships. And even in their life, when they felt really bad, a lot of the old people did sweat lodges, and they prayed and they prayed, and they took certain herbs, and they actually healed themselves with the prayers and all these chants that they did. But I think in a way they were yearning for some kind of a healing, some kind of comfort. So my great-grandmother, her name was Bessie Jean, and she had about 8 daughters. So they came from a place called Kaibato with about over 200 sheep and they settled in this area because they saw the green pastures and everything that was there, the water. So they stayed here, and the 8 daughters helped the mother. So we populated through here, and my father, his mother was the baby in the family. This whole, see, these are all wells, these big mesas. Wherever you see green, that's where water's coming out. But those are
That's
storage
amazing.
tanks.
Like a really lush area.
Yeah, it's really nice over there.
Is there schools and everything?
Long time ago, they had boarding schools. Over here, the Mormons built those.
Oh yeah?
But now, they just go to Tuba City. This one right here, what do you think this is?
A turtle shell?
Looks like a turtle, huh?
It does.
Tortoise.
There's a dinosaur poops.
What?
Wow.
Like, so, like Echo, out of 8 daughters. So, my great-grandmother was the baby in the family. So that goes for all our clan. We call it Edgewater, Topaha. And this is where we live. But way back a long time ago, before anybody came out here, they said that this land was free for anybody. And they said that there was a spirit that brought them here to the promised homeland. And this is where we dwell right here in this land. And even our language, they say it's holy. And some of the Mormons come around here and they say we're the lost tribe of Israel. We're called the tribe of Dan. We got lost in the desert when they were building the Tower of Babel. The purple flowers, and then this is the salt plant right here.
Really?
Yeah, so a long time ago, all you do is fold it up like this, and then you kind of chew on it. You suck all the juice out of it. It's kind of salty.
Yeah.
And then you take all the juice, you just throw that out, and it refreshes your mouth, and then it'll take you more longer, and you can find water. That's how you survive in the desert, is by all these plants. There's a lot of wild onions coming out, wild yams, all kinds of stuff growing up. And we came around this way and we migrated because we dwelt here because this looks like Israel. This looks like the Middle East. And they say that us Navajo are hated among a lot of people, just like the Israelites are hated today. And that's who we are. They say we're the Lamanites, the tribe of Dan. The teaching of what I want to teach my kids is what my father, my grandmother is. They always say, when you wake up in the morning, you get up before the sun comes up. So there's a spirit that goes around in the nighttime, early in the morning, and they go where people, this is the teaching in the old days, people that are up washing their face, getting ready for the day, building the fire, singing a good song, praying for the family, praying for the well-being of everybody that day, that nothing will happen, only good blessings will come to the family. And so that spirit goes in that person, that good spirit. So when the sun comes up, you run toward the sun. And this was the teachings back then. There's a whole dinosaur head right here, the neck, then the whole tailbone right here, tail, pelvis, hip, leg, then the front arm. So if you give this a tap, see, these are all hollow bones right here. You can give it a tap if you want. Take a picture right there, stand right there. So this whole area right here is all full of bones. All these dinosaurs died right here in this mud. This guy died right here, and he just became part of the sandstone bedrock. Want to go out a little bit more right here? There's some of the pterodactyl tracks right here. So where I live over there, where it's turning green, all that water up there, it never stops running. It just keeps going, going, going. And it's really good drinking water. But they put some water in here for us, and these are some of the bird tracks. These are pretty much longer in the middle, and they're shorter on the sides, all throughout this whole area right here. Just keeps Mother Nature, just keeps washing it out, washing it out. Then you might want to, this is this right here. They call this the Y2K border, and these are fossilized worm burrows. Then you flip that over, there's seaweed right there. So that's pure limestone. That's what preserved all these tracks right here. And we'll check out a dinosaur claw right here. There's a dinosaur claw right here. But that's one of the teachings I like to teach my children is don't be lazy. Always do something in life. We were taught a long time ago, when you butcher a sheep, you use everything from the sheep. You don't waste it. Even the wool off its back, they make rugs, and you can use it for warmth. And when we ate, our grandmother would take us out to the field, get a blanket, throw corn, watermelon. We'll be dragging it like your kids, same age, dragging it through the mud, and they'll have a big pot of stew, a big grease for the fry bread, and we put grind corn, put it under the ground, make kneel down bread. Everybody would be happy, and we just pray and eat out of the same bowl. So one day I grew up and I said, Grandma, how come we always eat out of the same bowl? We don't have no plates or silverwares. Because I want you to share. I want you to be acceptable when you grow up. Because people are going to watch you. They're going to watch your demeanor. And when you get older, your kids are going to... You don't want your kids to be greedy among your own family. So you're going to have to help out each other's in your lifetime. So when the sun sets, catches all this color back in the western skyline. This is an actual dinosaur claw. And this claw, they say it was razor sharp right here. And they use that for eating meat, for fighting, and self-defense. So this claw, there's a whole bunch of them all through here in this whole area. Then we're gonna walk out this way right here. I'll show you some more interesting formations right here. And out when it rains, it just washes all this out right here. So what we're walking on, all this right here, is called a mesa step. So as you go through the reservation, you see how the landscape goes down, down, all the way. There's a lot of dinosaur bones in here. And all this area right here is kind of a ancient coral sea. But back then, we all sat in a circle and ate, and we were happy. See, it's all different now. You know, the way our kids are raised and the way we were raised. But the teaching's still there, and the Word of God is still there. Because when you read the Bible and you go to Navajo Indian culture, it goes together. Because we all come from the same Creator. And the creation is what we worship the Creator through. Oh, these are just little bones that they left here a long time ago. You never know what you're going to find out here.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, it is.
Every day, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a treasure, like a scavenger hunt here. But this whole area right here was chosen by NASA 15 years ago for the first Mars rover testing. They tested it right here for about a week, and then they shot it off. Then we can walk up this way. Let me see. Oh, you got a bone right there. That's a dinosaur bone.
It.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. They're all through here. Once you can distinguish what's what, that's when all the fun starts, you know?
You'd bless his family, God. I pray for just a breakthrough in alcoholism in this reservation, God, that people would just turn to you, Lord. They would turn to be sober, God, and to be able to enjoy life to the fullest and not just be numb to whatever's going on in their hearts. So I pray, God, that you would bring the right amount of wisdom in people's hearts, God, that they would just change their ways and that they would, yes, God, I pray for healing, Lord, in this land and for his family and generations
These
to come.
people that are here today with their family that are filming me, I welcome them into my home and into my life. And I just want to do this for people to have a better life and to know the Creator. There is a Creator out there, somebody to help you. It's not a dead-end road. Yep.